Alrighty then, let us get started with some more AI the Somnium File. Let's see, this one is about 20 minutes ahead, so we should be going for this one. I remember we were on the Misaki route, and right after finishing the Somnium, the very first Somnium, we started talking to some people, and then during talking to those people I decided that we should probably quit after that, or because it was getting late. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, we have 2 more places to go, and then we'll get a little bit of a story section. And after that, a Somnium, I believe. Or at least that's what I'm gonna assume. I haven't played this game before, so I wouldn't actually know in its entirety. It's just how the game is structured. Alrighty then. I'm trying to get a good seating position, but it's harder than you would think, especially because I'm just uncomfortable all the time because of the heat. Seriously, it's awful. Anybody that likes this kind of weather is just crazy. Should feel bad about the fact. Luckily, it's supposed to get a little bit cooler in my area, so let's hope that that is happening fast. I don't actually know why we are supposed to have to go to the central hospital. So let's find out. I know that we are going to look for Shoma in the school because he's now around 18 and would be in high school. At least that's what I think. From what I remember, Japanese high school only ends when you're around 19-ish, maybe? Oh, hey! Heyo.
Sorry to bother you at work. You're Jin Furue's...
Yes. I was his nurse when Jenny was here.
Oh, I thought for a second there, I thought she was Iris's mom. To be fair, both of them have brown hair, so that's why. I thought to myself, wait, was she a nurse? I don't think she was.
I call him Jenny because he was still in his late teens when he was here. Of course, he grew up. He was a very important man, but to me, he's still that little kid.
Oh, that's something. I do like the music right now. Just listen to it for a second. It's on a very quick loop, but it does give you a calming effect, which seems to be about right in a hospital when it's not a horror game. Why am I suddenly getting a headache? Maybe I need to drink more. Hold up. Have to be extremely careful in weather like this to always drink enough. I was with my parents all day today, so I might have not drank enough today. Now that I think about it, yeah, I didn't really drink anything when I was with my parents and my sister. Alright, I understand now that I more than likely have gotten a headache from not drinking enough. That is on me. Alright, let's go for Wink Sync. I don't think we're going to get anything major, but maybe we'll get some secrets out of her.
I've had enough with marriages. It's really a hassle to build up a relationship.
True.
I'm too busy, and I'm almost 40.
Huh.
Wow, she looks nothing close to 40.
I know, right?
She does look young for her age.
To be fair, it's anime. Who can tell, right? People that are 60 look like they're 5. People that are 10 look like they're 50. Or, well, not 50. Closer to something akin to 20. It's really weird. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed her being 40. To be fair, it depends on how you age. I've seen some people and they look 50 while they're in their 20s, and I know some people that look like they're in their 20s when they're 50. From what I know, it has something to do with telomeres, right? Yeah, telomeres, the end caps on your DNA, and it has a lot to do with if you age gracefully. There we go. Words. Apparently there are some behaviors that you can do to either lessen the destruction of your telomere, not destruction, the slicing off your telomere, whatever you want to call it, but also some things you can do to make them slightly longer. For example, apparently drinking green tea could help with something like that, which I had no idea of. I just like drinking green tea, but it's good to know that it's healthy in that manner. But also some kind of oils or something. I honestly wasn't really paying too much attention. I was more curious about some other stuff that was involving telomeres and everything. For example, how they're using CRISPR or are trying to use CRISPR to cure cancer. Or not cure, just have better methods to deal with it. That's the better word for it, I'd say. It's not like they're gonna make a vaccine that will stop us from getting cancer, but maybe they're able to make better, not preventative, better measures against dealing with it, where they can actually just attack the things that feed the cancer instead of having to go to chemo, so that it would just shrivel up and die, something like that. Which has some scientific merit, I'd say, because you also have people that will not starve themselves, but will eat a lot less, go on some sort of diet to prevent them from giving fuel to the cancer. And it has actually worked to some extent, where when the cancer was still relatively small, I guess, it was able to help them deal with it. So I'd say I hope something like that works. I would like to live in a world where we don't have to worry about cancer anymore. To be fair, I also would like to live in a world where we don't have to worry about a bunch of age-related diseases as well. Which is one of the reasons why people are trying to find some sort of way to extend the telomeres and just prevent them from getting too short. Because a lot of age-related diseases could be a lot less likely if we can do that, which would be useful. But I'm gonna stop talking about my extremely limited knowledge on that subject, and we are going to keep moving on with the game. What's your name?
My name is Hana Yonasu.
Hello. I like her. She's actually the wife of that gangster guy from the TV station, or the ex-wife, I think. We actually saw them get together in the previous game. Not get together, but more them. They mentioned that they got married in that game and so on, I think. And now they're separated, which is kind of sad. To be fair, it had been around 6 years since then, so it makes sense that maybe things happened, and if they're not gonna be honest with each other, which I don't think that gangster was, then marriages might fall apart. Communication is key. Has this happened before? I don't know what has happened before. I'm not paying attention too much, am I?
I don't know. I'm bad at remembering things. They call me an airhead, even though I'm a lifesaver.
Do you have any skills?
I can get them in the tightest spots.
The needle?
No, I'm talking about cars.
You're talking about parking?
Talk about Jin.
I remember Ginny well. I heard he was born kind of frail, and he'd been in and out of the hospital since he was young.
You heard?
Yes. As I said earlier, I was only his nurse when he was in his late teens.
What kind of illness did he have?
It was a visceral disease. Though by the time he passed, he was completely cured.
I cannot search anything on Jin's illness. Those records have been completely wiped.
Yeah, I would like to actually know what the name is of said illness. It feels a little weird that we're not actually naming it. Maybe they don't want to get called by shenanigans because the illness wouldn't make any sense. Still, I feel like they shouldn't be playing the we're not naming the illness game so much. But maybe the illness has something to do with what is going on. Otherwise, they wouldn't mention it as much, right?
I never thought he'd get so big. When I first saw him in the magazines, me and some older nurses that knew him were really surprised. When he was a kid, he was shy and really timid. He couldn't even use the restroom alone at night. He was so soft-spoken. I never thought he'd become so successful and become the president at a big company. But he was killed.
Okay, that's kind of sad. I actually am starting to feel for Jin. How dare you, game?
That's about it, though. I haven't seen him since he left the hospital.
Anything you noticed about him, seeing him from afar?
Well, let's see. He'd really changed.
Did he almost look like a different person?
Are you suspecting a change in identity?
Yeah, we can cross off twin or clone, but maybe he was replaced by someone else.
No, I'm sure it was him. I only saw him in pictures and read about him, but he was a neat freak. Very meticulous. I could sense it in his words. I'm positive it was him.
Alright, interesting. I wonder what the disease is gonna play, how the disease is gonna play into this. Maybe it's gonna be the piece of evidence that we need to actually solve how the hell all of this happened. Maybe his disease had progressed in the other side of his body or something else. Would be nice if we actually knew what kind of disease he had. Or maybe somebody else is gonna have that disease, that's also possible. Hey, sure. Oh, it's Ryuki. Hey, Ryuki. Weird that they let a
Ryuki,
drunk
what
guy
are you
in
doing here?
Oh, Mizuki.
Oh, you're not drunk.
Isn't it obvious?
Sure.
I'm here for the reinvestigation.
Reinvestigation?
Yeah, I don't like your crazy eyes. Also, I'm not trusting this school with my child if some crazy dude can just walk in and chill at the desk like this. Alright, yeah, he's not in good minds.
I cannot determine anything from him when he is in this state.
Are you okay, buddy? Maybe want some hot cocoa? Blanket over you? Going back to the station as well?
Okay.
Yeah, you look tired. You should go home and rest.
I don't have time to rest. I need to find the culprit. Besides, I had Tama tie me up tortoiseshell bondage style earlier, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you should definitely just head home.
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might! Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
I can do anything. I'm like a superhero. I won't lose to the bad guys, and if anyone gets in my way...
Let it be. He is not capable of participating in normal conversation.
He's especially bad today.
Yeah, man, seems kinda creepy when you're on the outside like this. To be fair, I already called him creepy before, but still.
The investigation has only just begun. I need to keep my eyes wide open. I need to see the pieces. Lost beyond time. This is my case.
But, Ryuki, you're...
Hold on, Mizuki. Ryuki is not well. He is traumatized. But in these circumstances, it is better to not push back against things he says. You may inadvertently make his condition worse by denying his delusions.
Really?
Yes, it is common practice for patients in Ryuki's condition.
Okay, Ryuki. Just don't do too much, okay?
Oh shit, I wanted to talk more. Oh, okay.
Oh, I know. The shrine. Ikume Shrine. I'll go there. It'll help me calm down.
There he goes.
There is nothing we can do for him. It is best to let him be. Ryuki was traumatized by the events 6 years ago, and has been hurting ever since. He tried to return to work, but his symptoms worsened.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on leave of absence to get better, but...
His symptoms have not improved. Anyway,
Let's get going.
Oh, shit. We continued to search for Shoma, but...
Where could he be? Maybe the video really did make him go missing.
Pretty sure he's the killer.
Mizuki, you have a call. I will connect you.
Hey, Mizuki. I remembered something about Shoma. There's this place I hear he's been going to a lot. Horadori Institute of Genetics.
Huh? What's he going there for?
I haven't asked.
Horadori Institute.
I don't know why, but I guess he might be there. Thanks, Gen. I'll head over there.
Be careful.
We headed to the Horadori Institute. I showed my police badge and Shoma's picture when asking around, but...
Never seen that kid here.
But I didn't miss it. For a split second, the security guard expressed change when I showed the picture. Aha. Gotta use the thermo just in case.
There it is. His temperature is rising. He is lying.
In that case, we have to.
Well, we made it inside at least. But where's Shoma?
Mizuki, I must protest against you doing anything rash. Boss will never let you hear the end of this.
What are you talking about?
You punched the security guard unconscious to get him out of the way.
Classic Nasuki.
I didn't punch him. It was more of a kick.
Same difference.
Well, sorry, I'm not very good at covert ops, okay? Anyway, I got this weird feeling. My gut is telling me that Shoma is caught up in some bizarre science experiment.
Your gut is not a reliable source of information. This facility goes deeper. Shall we go?
Of course! I can't go back now.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
No.
Crap.
No!
You need to be more careful.
Intruder! We're calling the police!
Alright, quick time
Yeah,
defense.
the police are right here.
In your dreams, girl. Let's get her. Yeah!
Mizuki.
Well, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it.
Mizuki, do not use your full power. We are in the wrong here, you know.
Yeah, got it.
Ugh. Why? You know what? I'm not gonna question why you're grabbing a table. Ah, shit. I'm not mentally prepared for QTEs, alright. It's like a war crime. You can't just force people into this type of thing.
That settles that.
Be on your guard. More are coming.
There's the intruder!
Ah, dang it.
Damn, that was fast.
Also, is
But
it...
superior numbers aren't gonna do them any good.
It's gonna be dangerous using guns in a lab, right? Maybe try to not shoot.
Okay, maybe they will.
Oh shit, someone to the rescue. But who?
You!
Need a hand?
I'm fine. I just want to not have to do QTEs. Also, my Masked Lady's future Mizuki theory is out of the window now.
That's the last of them.
That was dangerous.
Thank you.
Wait, what are you doing here? And why did you help me?
Should I not have?
You know that's not what I mean. Why are you here?
I don't follow.
You shot at me yesterday.
That was yesterday. Today is today.
What?
Anyway, do you hear that?
Hear what? What?
Oh.
What is going on here?
Damn, my theory that Kisana's the mask lady is also wrong. Fuck. To be fair, I already knew that was the case because they were already in the same scene once. But still, who is she? I feel like it would be weird if the masked lady isn't going to be someone we already know. Otherwise, why put on the mask? Still like Mitsuki's outfit, it's cute.
We should be far enough away now.
Indeed. I do not sense any pursuers nearby.
Now, you two, let's talk.
Right, before I'm gonna talk to you guys, I'm gonna leave y'all in some awkward silence. I have to be careful with people because my apartment door is open, so sometimes I do have to check if nobody is just peeking in. It's relatively safe though, I live in a separate building, so I'm not in danger of someone just walking into my home. Unless someone invited someone into the building and then they just randomly decided to walk into my home, which would be weird. To be fair, I did have a cat just walking into my... Where's my controller not working? What the heck? Are you serious? Why is my controller not working? That's so annoying. Maybe if I read... Yeah, okay. I don't know why it suddenly didn't work. But yeah, just my neighbor's cat just walked into my apartment. I usually have my doors right open to let out a little bit of the air, the heat air in this time of year. And suddenly some random cat just walked into my home. I didn't really do anything because I'm pretty sure his cats are fairly safe. They don't have any diseases or anything, and honestly, unless the cat suddenly decides to take a shit in my home, I don't really care if it is in my home or not. I like animals, so I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. He was apologetic about it the last time it happened, because yes, it wasn't the first time, but honestly, I just don't really care. My sister has a cat, my parents have dogs. I like animals. The only reason I don't have an animal myself is because I think it's unfair to have a animal stuck in my apartment for most of the day. Even if I were to, let's say, get the dog and I walked him 3 times a day for 2 hours, that would still leave him 18 hours of the day trapped in just my small apartment, and I feel like that's just unfair to the creature. Maybe if I ever get a home with a bigger garden or something like that, I would consider it. I already know what type of dog I actually would want. It's a English bulldog because my parents had one when I was a kid, and I always really liked that dog. When I was a kid, I would grab the English bulldog's head and just put it against my own, and then I would cry about whatever happened that day that I didn't like. Yeah, I'm guessing that Kisuna's the one we need to talk to, because she seems to know something, but let's first talk to Mask Woman. I'm still thinking maybe this is alternate timeline Misaki, because she is really strong like Misaki, right? It just makes sense to me. For whatever reason, it's still screaming, oh, this might be Misaki. Maybe it's an alternate. Maybe it's an alternate timeline Misaki that came from the timeline where Date didn't take his head out of his ass and never adopted her. That would be sad. You must be really strong.
You must be really strong. You seem pretty handy with a gun. So who are you?
Don't try to find out.
How could I not? You're one of the most suspicious people I've ever seen. You're on the list of suspects.
That's a mistake. I'm not a suspect.
We'll see. That's for me to decide.
And one more thing. I'm not strong. I don't have a strong body.
Okay, someone's sick then. Again, it could be it could have been Kisuna, but no, she's right there. Why did you shoot at me last night?
I felt like it.
Who just feels like shooting at a high school girl?
I don't think the high school part is relevant.
In anime,
I almost died.
No, that would be impossible. I shot you with rubber bullets. You didn't notice?
You mean...
I had no intention of killing you.
Then why did you shoot me?
Just trust me. I'm not your enemy.
I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans. Is there anybody else in the background? I feel like that would have been a pretty cool detail to have, that maybe there's someone else in the background that they're not focusing on. Or something like that. Take off that mask.
Why?
I want to see your face.
I refuse.
You want me to trust you? Then show me your face.
Sorry, I don't have my makeup on right now.
Ugh.
And I have a big pimple on my nose as well. It's embarrassing.
Then I'll just force you to take it off.
Don't bother trying. This mask is secured in place by an extremely powerful special adhesive developed by NASA. If you tried, it would rip my skin off. Or did you want to see my facial muscles? If that's the case, then I won't stop you. Okay, I lied. I would stop you.
So does that mean you're gonna wear that mask forever?
No. I'll take it off if I need to. The mask will come off if I apply the remover.
There are certain kinds of glue that require a special chemical to remove. The bond may also deteriorate naturally over time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can eat with that mask on, so that would be an awkward costume to put on. Will they report me?
Concerned about what happened at the Institute earlier? Don't worry about it. They won't report it.
Why not?
For 2 reasons. First, the weapons they had are illegal. If those firearms are discovered, that could cause the facilities to be closed.
What's the other reason?
They are doing some questionable research. They wouldn't want the police anywhere near.
I see. Whew. I'm glad, though.
It seems you are safe this time. If Boss found out, she may have cut you in half herself.
Why were you at the Horridori Institute?
I was investigating.
Investigating? Are you some kind of detective or something?
Yes. Something like that.
Come on.
You know about the gene therapy research they're doing there, don't you?
Yeah. I don't totally understand it, but it's something about rewriting DNA, right?
I heard that they're doing illegal things there. I wanted to know about the dark side of the research myself. So that is why I'm investigating them. I want to know who did this to me.
Did what to you? Fine. If you don't want to give me the details, at least tell me this. They're doing shady things in there, and you want to find out what, right?
That's right.
Okay, so I still really have a feeling that it might be Misaki because come on, they're laying it on pretty thick. But if it isn't her, then who could it be? Someone that had a weak body, someone that was gene edited by Horadori Institute. What else? Couldn't be Shoma, right? No, they were in the same room as well. I guess with my Misaki theory that wouldn't really be relevant. Maybe it's the daughter of the presidents of Nice and Horadori, but I have a feeling that that might just be Mermaid Girl. Again, not great with names. Should probably just leave the cap unscrewed of my drink, otherwise you will keep hearing it. What have you found so far?
I can't talk about it.
Why not?
It's top secret.
Top secret? But it could have something to do with my investigation.
I wouldn't know.
Hey, Aiba, can we sink into her?
I wouldn't even try. There is no way you would get Boss's permission.
But I can tell you this. It's about Tokiko Shigure.
Tokiko Shigure? The president of NICE?
That's right. The president of Horadori Institute. Chikara was a senior member of NICE. 37 years ago, when Tokiko was 23, she became pregnant with his child.
What?
Chikara didn't want anything to do with it. He already had a wife and child. He demanded she get an abortion, but she refused. She gave birth to the child. At the time, she had no immediate family and no money. Chikara was terrified. He was worried that the child might grow up to resent him and threaten him with blackmail. So he came up with a plan to have them adopted to one of his friends. To persuade Tokiko, he promised her prestige and power at NICE, that she would one day be president. Through tears, Tokiko reluctantly accepted and let the child go. Tokiko lost her child, but she did become a powerful member of NICE. Ultimately, she became the president of the Japan branch.
Okay then. We didn't know everything here because we did know that he fuck, I can't remember all these names, man. I know it's a Japanese game, but it would be extremely helpful if they just gave some of these characters names like Tom or Chris or whatever the hell. Some generic names. But yeah, we did know that those two had a child together, but I didn't know that they made a deal so that Tokiko could actually get at the top of Nice. We also know that the child must be around 18 years old. That's why I thought that it might be Mermaid Girl. Also, I think maybe Mermaid Girl is Boss's daughter as well, as in adopted daughter, but I'm not entirely sure if that actually makes sense, because I don't know if we established that Boss's daughter was adopted. But it does feel weird for Boss to constantly mention it if it isn't at least somewhat relevant to the case. I might be looking too much into it though, as it might just be a recurring gag of some sort, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like the whole porn mag situation, as they don't make it apparent that it's like, oh haha, funny, Boss has a daughter, she totally doesn't fit that image, does he? Just doesn't feel like that. Whoever that child grew up to be, it could be linked to all this. There's a woman with a weird mask. Okay.
You're saying they could be Terror? That's not possible.
Why not?
They've already passed.
Oh.
Really?
It is a certainty.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so all my theories are basically going down the gutter. Okay, yeah, they keep mentioning that she's a girl. So, I don't know who she might be, honestly. My biggest guess is still that she's Misaki somehow, but it feels weird for that to actually be the case. Maybe she is actually the daughter of Chikara and Tokiko. maybe makes a little bit of sense, and that she's just saying this to make sure that nobody figures out that she's alive. But I just feel it would be weird for her to be someone we totally don't know. And then she wears a mask the entire game. Is it gonna be because her model will look like either Chikara or Tokiko, and that's why we can't see her? Because that makes a little bit of sense, but usually when someone wears a mask and we don't even know them, it feels to me like, why bother? Why bother hiding it? I get it's for the cool character design, but it just feels kind of random to me. Well, whatever. I don't know why I like doing this so much. Alright. Okay, hold up. I'm just gonna quickly grab something. I'm making some stew on the side, so I have to make sure that that doesn't burn. I know it's kind of weird. You might think, why the hell are you doing all these random things while you're streaming as well? And my answer to that is because I have a short attention span and I can't be bothered to just do one thing at a time. No, but also the stew I'm making, it's not exactly a stew, but it's the best translation I can give in English. But yeah, it's a stew that takes a decently long time to prepare. Not because it's difficult, but because the meat just needs to boil. I don't know what else to call it, but I feel like that's not the right word for it. But it needs to boil for a couple of hours in the sauce or something akin to that. And I'm just having it on a low fire, and then for every now and then I'll just steer it. I can see it from here, so it's not a fire hazard or anything, and I'm using electric, so unless there's something definitely wrong with my stove, I don't think it's gonna be super dangerous. Even though I did have that once. What happened is that my kitchen, my stove, my previous stove was set under in my kitchen, but under a wooden drawer. Yeah, that's the right word. A wooden drawer. And I turned it on, and suddenly a flash of light just turned on inside of my stove, almost as if electricity was shooting inside of it for just 1 second. And after that, nothing happened. It just worked fine. But then I noticed that I smelled something burned almost, and thought to myself, what the hell? So I opened the drawer that was right beneath the stove just to see if maybe something with the wiring fucked up. But then I saw a giant burn mark in the shape of spider webs in my wooden drawer. And then I thought to myself, okay, so my stove is somehow broken, I guess, and I shouldn't be using it anymore. Luckily, I immediately turned it off, so no fire was started. But I did need to replace it, which was a pain in the ass. I think it took my buildings people around 2 weeks to replace it. So I had to use this shitty little electric stove that my parents used to use when we were at the... I don't know what to call it in English. Like, the best translation I can give is bungalow park. I don't know if that's actually an English word, but whatever. We basically had this sort of standing tiny house somewhere else, and we would just go there, or my mom mostly would go there to just relax in the summertime. And but yeah, we had something like that, so I had to do it on that. But the funny thing is, my stops would keep blowing because of that little stove. Because I honestly don't know. It was an old stove, so it might have just short-circuited or something. So that was a fun situation to be in as well. Luckily, I had a crap ton of those stops saved up. It was mostly because the repairman saw that I had a really old electric closet. I genuinely do not know all these fucking words in English. It's the thing that you have that like regulates the electricity and stuff. And nowadays you have switches that you can just flip to reset it. But older models used to have stops, and my apartment is fairly old. I think it's at least 50 or 60 years old, but it might actually be over 100, barely over 100. I think at the latest it was built in 2020, but that might be a misremembering on my part. That might be another building I might have lived in at some point. But yeah, whole situation. You've been off since lunch.
I have?
Yes.
I'm the same as ever.
No, something's been off about you since lunch today. Does it have anything to do with why you were at Horadori Institute?
Yeah, you didn't even reject that guy's marriage proposal. That's just really weird. What are you looking at?
The fountain. The park is one of my favorite places. I am certain that is why Leon brought me here so many times.
Leon, that's his name.
For the past 6 years, whenever he saw that I looked bored, he would bring me here and try to make me laugh. He would trip into the fountain on purpose.
He's just genuinely
sometimes
a good
even
guy.
pretending to drown. Honestly, none of it was funny. But before I knew it, I fell in love with this park even more.
Not in love with him though. Honestly, I wonder if Kizuna actually loves him but doesn't realize it, or if it's just genuinely that she doesn't love him. That Leon is just not what she's looking for in a partner. At that point, I feel like she should probably just tell him that, hey, it's just not happening and all that, but in the end, it's their decision to make, right? So, why were you at Horadori Institute?
Horadori Institute is funded by my father. You are aware of that fact, correct?
I am.
Yeah.
I came to confirm something. I thought I could use my name to give me some authority.
What did you want to know? Not gonna tell me, huh?
What were you doing there, big sis?
Oh, I'm dying.
I'm looking for Shoma. I heard that he's been seen there a lot recently.
Shoma? Well, he is definitely not there.
Huh? How do you know?
He contacted me on Nile on the way here.
About Shoma.
Shoma is in the mountains of Nagano. He's gone camping, alone.
Oh.
That is what his Nile message said. He sent that message to myself, Mame, and you as well.
Oh, what? You're right. He's coming back on his motorbike today. Shoma is 18 now, old enough to ride a motorcycle.
You make it sound as though you're older, but you two are the same age.
Aiba, can you check if he's really camping?
On it. He's not lying. He has been at the campgrounds the last few days. He was spotted on surveillance cameras in various locations.
For the past few days, huh?
At the very least, that does provide him an alibi in the Jin Furroway case. But even then, it is still the most likely possibility that his robot carried the body.
Do you think someone used Shoma's robot without his permission?
Anyone could do it. The Enda house has no security. Anyone could get in or out.
I guess we don't need to look for Shoma anymore.
Well, it's also possible that he pre-programmed the bot to do
That's enough for
whatever.
now. I'm going to get going.
Fine, but don't get in my way again.
I won't get in your way. I'll only do what I need to do.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and one more thing. Earlier when you... Thanks for saving me.
You don't need to thank me for that. And one more thing for me too. If you plan on continuing your investigation, there are two important things to consider. First, whatever happens, don't lose sight of yourself. Even if someone you trust betrays you. And the other thing, Ryuki. Be wary of him.
What?
See you around.
Wait! What do you mean by that? Jeez. Taking off right after dropping that bombshell?
She is right in that Ryuki isn't quite himself right now, but...
Wait. How does she even know about Ryuki?
Unknown.
It's interesting. We have information that Mizuki doesn't because we've played Ryuki's route. What were you looking for at Horadori Institute?
It's no good. She's not answering.
Then we will have to ask her mind.
Oh, we're gonna sync,
Right.
alright. I thought so, that makes sense. We are actually needing a sync very soon. Oh, wing sync. Jojo pose, let's go.
The experiment was a success.
Okay then.
What is this?
It seems Kizuna knows something about the dark side of Horadori Institute. Mizuki, we have no choice.
Kizzy, I'm sorry, but will you let me into your dream?
My dream?
Abyss, February 11th, Monday, 21:15. Or 9:15, I guess.
Okay, I think I get the picture.
I haven't told boss about what happened at Horadori Institute, but...
Kizuna Chieda. She seems to know something about Chikara.
Yep, she does. That's as much as I
I
told
think
her.
it's something to do with the HB case. So...
Okay then. Pewter?
I'm ready to go. Mizuki, I'm sure you already know, but the time limit inside Somnium is...
Yep, I'll be back before then.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, we're in that school. Or was it an orphanage? I'm actually not entirely sure.
Sync Somnium power!
Yay,
Hourly wage
Iba.
increase! I am the Eye Magician Girl, Iba.
Feels like I'm watching anime.
In the name of AI, I will punish you with flogging and flaying.
Whoa, that's way over the top. What is this Eye Magician Girl's special move?
I punch your abdomen repeatedly.
That sounds more like a fighting anime than a magical girl thing.
Ooh,
Iba, is that?
a picture book with
It is
Chikara in
similar
it.
to the Chikara we saw in the wink sink. The page turned.
That picture book might have some info.
Yes, we should inspect it.
Somnium scan, activate.
So I'm gonna guess that we might have to actually fill in the picture book correctly, because I saw that instead of Little Red Riding Hood, it's Little Blue. That's what I'm gonna guess. This seems to have some sort of fairy tale theme, which I like. 5 mental blocks, eh? Kisuna knows something about Chikara. Follow her story might uncover some hidden memories. I wonder if we're gonna have the... if we're able to go into different routes via this Somnium. Alright. I only see 2 things we can interact with at the moment. This red bubble and this book. We're gonna go with the book first because it's clearly what the game wants us to interact with.
It's a large picture book.
I heard that Kizzy likes picture books and fairy tales and all that. Does this represent her feelings?
It is worth a look.
Turn page. Close. Read. I feel like reading is just gonna let us see that, oh, Little Blue Riding Hood, that's kind of weird. Also, I can read it myself, so let's turn the page and see what happens. It might be a wrong action, but yeah, experimentation.
Blue Riding Hood's story is interesting, but I think we should look at Chikara's page.
Good point.
Can't, huh?
It's no use. The page is solid and will not budge.
Alright, we'll try something else.
Alright, well that's not ideal, but I didn't really see anything here that is too interesting, because we could read it and then something else. I think close it, but that's not gonna do anything either because we couldn't move it. So let's see what this ball does.
It's
large
a big
balloon. Oh, it's a balloon.
The swing set.
Very suspicious. I wonder if something's hidden there.
Oftentimes in Somnia, secrets are protected by such things. I am sure there is something there.
Also, getting that -50 is fun, and I do kind of want to tackle it. So.
Pretend there's no wall there. Throw your body against it, and you can get through to the other side.
It's not platform 9 3/4.
Ah, Harry Potter reference.
That looks fun. Like in that driving school video I saw.
I think you are the only person on the planet who actually enjoys that.
I do really think Aiba is just too cute. I hope she's in the preview, the next game as well. Which I hope comes out on something besides Nintendo Switch, because how things are going, I don't feel comfortable buying shit from them.
A balloon surrounding the swing set.
Alright, let's pop this bad boy.
Focus your key on your fingertip.
We're gonna do a devil lens. Oh. No devil lens, eh?
Repelling me away like the belly of an old man.
Nah, fat old men's bellies aren't that bouncy.
Have you tried it before?
I've stepped on one. The police chief.
How do you still have a job?
On the contrary, I got hired by Abyss because of that.
Ooh.
A balloon surrounding the swing set.
Alright, so nothing is really... Okay, I'm kind of fucking up this Somnium real bad, because there has literally been...
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Thanks, because I've been doing it wrongly the entire time.
It's a large picture book.
Okay, so... Okay, so if it's reading it, then I am gonna call bullshit on that, because I do really feel like that wouldn't really make any sense, because I can read it myself. So, you know what, we're gonna first actually try closing it. I just really don't want it to be reading.
This? I would think we can find information here.
Reverse psychology. That's what I'm thinking.
Why would you think that?
Yeah, okay.
No good. It is far too heavy for me to move.
Fine. Let's check inside the book.
Oh, are you serious? I actually have to read it? I can read it from here, damn it. If that's actually the case, man. If that's actually the case. Doesn't seem to be anything else around here that I can interact with, so it really is just reading it. Okay. You know what? Fair is fair game. I made the wrong decisions here because I didn't think it made much sense. But sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, hey, it's just a game. Sometimes you just have to do whatever it wants you to do.
There's writing.
Little Blue Riding Hood. Is that the title?
Not red?
The text below reads, "The girl was chased through the forest by the wolf." Huh? Another picture.
This is Blue Riding Hood. Huh? What is that?
Oh.
Wow! What was that? Something fell.
Is that Blue Riding Hood?
Did she get the wolf?
Something came out. Let's take a look.
Okay, no, it's just one line, so we're not gonna have a offshoot. But yeah, Blue Riding Hood must have one heck of a punch for it to be able to take out a wolf like that. Ah, maybe Blue Riding Hood is Misaki. That actually makes sense because she has blue hair and everything.
Diary?
Does it say anything?
It appears to be more of a continuation from the picture book than a diary. Let's read it. It was a little child wearing a blue hood. She rose her fist and bravely scared the wolf away. The girl thanked the blue-hooded hero, but she scoffed in return. "Can you not walk? Fool." Blue Riding Hood was a little rude, but the girl smiled. Blue Riding Hood carried the girl on her back and took her home. The two of them were surprised when they got there. From that day on, Blue Riding Hood was family. What a great introduction! Thank you, big sis. The girl took her hand, but she made a weird face. Maybe she was just being shy. But in any case, she said, "Nice to meet you," with a nod.
Big Sis always was the courageous one. Ah, the memories.
Oh, you think she's replacing Misaki with whoever this big sis is? Could you imagine just replacing your sister with some random 12-year-old? That would be something.
Big Sis must be that girl she's always talking about.
Right. Perhaps she saved her from a dog or something when she was younger. That experience turned into the story of Little Blue Riding Hood. So that picture book was a story of Kizuna's memories.
Something happened to the book. Check it out.
More writing. The two of them never left each other's side. They went to the forest together.
More new pictures.
The little girl liked fairy tales from a young age. She admired and blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, interesting. Still can't do anything with the balloon. Maybe we need to get something from this storybook so that we can pop the balloon.
It's a large picture book. It has different pictures from before.
Rip the page, read. Okay, I'm just guessing that we have to read it again. And I don't have enough time to mess around too much because I fucked up really bad in that initial one, so...
This time, it's Hannah and Gretel.
It's a little different from the story I know.
Below it, Hannah and Gretel found a house made out of candy in the forest.
Huh? That's not a house made of candy. That's a witch.
Mizuki, there is more witchiness over there.
Oh, what's happening?
Lots of stuff this time. Let's look.
The little girl liked fairy tales from a young age. She admired fairy tales and something else. Okay. Got the scent box. We have a swing? No, that's not a swing. What's that called? I don't know what this is called, but I do remember it from when I was a kid. And then we have this monkey bar situation, which I'm gonna assume that actually makes the most sense for a kid to be a home, right? So let's give this one a go. Also, there seems to be something under there, but that might just be something random, but it seems a little out of place. It seems like some sort of white square.
There's something here. A piece of paper.
Does it say anything?
Hot blaze spell. Zibla-to-to.
Hot blaze spell. Think we can use it for something?
Okay, I was actually right. Nice. The girl made up this would cast them on herself to ward off the witch. Okay, so we need to cast the hot blaze spell on her so that she doesn't get eaten by the witch. I don't think there's anything here. No, doesn't seem to be anything here. Maybe we have to turn on this candle?
A candle in the shape of a witch.
Something is suspicious about it.
Alright, just gonna quickly use this timey and then do Seblatov.
Skewer that candle and cook it.
This is not a barbecue.
Also, wax is disgusting.
Hot blaze spell. Zibla-to-to.
Oh, it lit up.
The candle is gone.
Iba, look! The witch in the picture book! So the witch candle must be tied to the picture.
The witch is gone. Now we have these assorted snacks. Huh. Something came out over there.
Let's go.
The girl made a magical word. She would cast them on herself to ward off the witch.
You have about 4 minutes left.
So it's a giant chocolate chip cookie.
A large chocolate chip cookie.
I prefer it with white chocolate
personally,
personally,
at least 3 days worth of calories.
But you know, everybody has their preferences. I prefer white chocolate personally when it comes to these type of cookies, but I can understand why some people might not. White chocolate isn't even actual chocolate, so it's just that I prefer white chocolate. Okay, well, I would love to see Iba try to eat it. We are just gonna follow what I think is the right option here, otherwise we're definitely gonna run out of time.
Chocolate chip cookies are good when you heat them up in the microwave.
Ah, like the Country Mom brand.
Alright, let's try heating it up with the fire spell.
Hot, hot blaze spell! Z blah to to!
Did that actually do anything, or how are you carrying that? It must be heavy as hell.
Good.
I'm getting hungry.
Perfect.
Looks good.
You know what to do with this delicious cookie now, right?
The girl made up magical words. She would cast them on herself to ward off misfortune. I wonder, could we have not eaten it
It's a large
before?
cookie.
Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna share it. I feel like that might actually be the right solution here.
Who should I share it with? I do not see Kizuna.
Maybe you can just pretend.
No,
It isn't breaking.
Maybe it's not a real cookie.
That could be the case. It's a large cookie.
I guess we're eating it.
That cookie in the picture book was partially eaten, right? Try to bite it the same way.
I see. That may indeed trigger something. All right, here I go. Ah.
Holy.
That's a huge bite.
Another book.
After many, she too. That's a little bit less helpful.
I'll read it.
Well, it's her diary. That's kind of fucked, but I get it.
Father, you liar. How many times have you lied to me? Gretel finally shed a tear. Ever since her mother died, her father has been working all the time. She barely got to spend any time with him. Her father gave her tons of snacks, but Gretel was not happy. Do not worry. I'll beat up any evil-doing witches around here. Her father would reassure Gretel after hearing tales of evil witches. But the evil witch was inside Gretel. The witch filled her with sadness and turned her selfish. Her older sister Hannah tried hard to cheer Gretel up, but Gretel's tears didn't stop.
Is the witch an analogy for depression or something?
Father.
To get glass slippers.
This must be her memories of her father, Riichi Chieda. It seems that Kizuna was quite sad.
I can kinda relate.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Oh, the book changed again!
We should take a look. More text. Gretel continued to cry and cry for a long, long time.
I don't see anything having changed
Something
there.
happened to the slide.
The little girl liked fairy tales from a young age. She admired fairy tales and saw herself as the main character. Okay then. Let's see what we have over here. Oh, maybe we can use that clock pointer. Arm. Clock arm. Why do I not know what these things are called? To be fair, I only use digital, so I've literally never had to deal with this.
The clock is part of the slide. On closer inspection, the hour hand is missing.
You're right.
Oh, hand. Okay. Take it off.
What would the point of that be?
Do it first. I'll think of the point later.
Oh, can't take it off. Oh,
It came off.
Oops.
Interesting.
What should I do now, Mizuki?
I can't think of anything. Let's put it back.
Oh, come on. We can use it for something. Maybe we can use it to break the balloon.
3 minutes left, Mizuki. Careful now.
Anything else we can do? Anything else we can do?
It's a large picture book. This one appears to be Cinderella.
I guess I totally forgot that that we actually could do that, where we could read the book. Feels a little dumb.
The title is Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Below that, it says, Cinderella spent a dreamy night with the prince.
A castle. And a clock.
Oh, there we go. Don't really feel like that makes any consistent sense.
One of the hands
but we're in a
fell.
dream, so.
It wasn't a regular picture, I guess.
This shorthand. Can we use it for something?
Let's hold on to it, just in case.
The girl hid one glass slipper in a something similar to how it happened in the fairy tales. Alright, let's put that shorthand over here and see if anything happens.
It's a clock. The hour hand is missing.
It's kind of weird that we couldn't inspect it before. That seems like something random that you would just do, allow the player to do. Attach the hour hand.
Let's take the shorthand from earlier and... there. It fits perfectly.
Yay, we did it. I wonder what's gonna happen though. I don't really feel like we're gonna be able to pop the balloon using time. Unless we age everything up so much that the material that the balloon is made of disintegrates from entropy. Oh, my fucking controller. Come on, there we go.
What's going on?
Super warm. Ooh, okay, that's actually kind of neat. It's changing like a clock. Oh wait, is it just going all the way around? I thought maybe it would stop near the balloon and then we could use it to pop something.
Now this is a crazy trick.
Kizuna does appear timid, but I suppose she can be expressive at times.
I never would have thought. I guess she hides it well.
Another change to the picture book.
Oh. Ah, could we use the glass slippers to poke the balloon?
Where should we start?
After many sad events, she to not make things worse. Let's see. Let's first look at the slippers. I feel like that's gonna be the more important thing.
It's the entrance to Iowan. I can see a glass slipper inside. The door is closed.
Probably locked.
This... If we know the 4-digit code, we can open this.
4 digits long, huh? No time to brute force it, I guess.
Oh, wait. It has a colon here.
Yeah? Interesting.
Maybe it has something to do with time. Also, we could probably break the window, but I'm fairly sure that's just not gonna work, so... Oh, hey, what's this? Didn't see this tree. Didn't see this. Oh, we got another shoe.
A time capsule. That's right, it was buried here.
A time capsule?
6 years ago, Leon proposed to Kizzy. He gave her glass slippers instead of an engagement ring. They agreed that if they felt the same way after 6 years, yada yada yada. Anyway, they decided to bury the thing here till the time came. I completely forgot about it. But it looks like Kizzy remembered.
So inside there is an engagement shoe?
Just one though. The other's missing. I wonder if it's around here somewhere.
Wow, that's gonna take so much time off of my... That's... Okay, what I'm gonna do is close the box and then make the wear shoe thing at 10, because otherwise that's just gonna take too long. Ooh, there is a zero on there.
Perhaps it will not work with just one shoe.
That's a good point.
Okay, so we have to close it when we have a pair, so let's first grab the other shoe before we do anything else. That seems to be the final thing we have to do, maybe? Close the box with the shoe? Let's read this.
It's a large picture book.
The Inspect Cinderella thing had been there before as well. Maybe it's actually something we need to do. But first, read the right page.
There's more writing. Cinderella buried her slippers as a way to confirm their feelings.
I see. To the tree.
Why?
Just do it.
Oh, okay, well, I already went there. Anything else?
Mizuki, you have less than 2 minutes left.
I know.
Please
Don't
hurry.
rush me. Don't rush me. Maybe we can actually break the window, but we need to find the code. I did see a 0 over there with the shoe locker, so...
It's a large picture book.
Let's see, Inspect Cinderella.
She is dancing in an evening gown with a man who looks to be some kind of prince. Judging from the writing, I would guess this is an embodiment of Kizuna.
Kizzy did tell me she wanted to be like Cinderella. I guess that makes her dance partner Leon.
Oh,
Those
that's
two
sweet.
are closer to Beauty and the Beast than Cinderella
Oh, that's
and her
mean.
prince.
The girl hid one glass slipper in a dark place, separating the pair similar to how her heart separated from the prince. Okay. Haven't checked the scent, whatever yet. Maybe we actually do have to break in. What could the code be? There is a 0 there, but I feel like they would let me see it more clearly if that was relevant. What could the code be? Screw it, I'm just gonna try and break in. I don't think I have the time to actually figure this shit out. Brute force
the entrance to Iowan. It is locked.
Break the window.
Enough smarty pants stuff, just break in.
Got it. The security functions must be incredibly strong.
Guess we'll have to get in a different way.
Dang it.
It's the entrance to Iowan.
I'm honestly
is
just
locked.
trying everything right now. I will do this one and then knock, so that's only worth 1 second.
Hey, anyone home?
Pretend you're talking to a friend.
Hey, Kizuna. Let's go to the park and play strip poker.
Pretend you're a delivery person.
Thank you for waiting. It's Gooper Eats. We're here with your cheese tapioca bowl.
No reaction to any of it.
Okay, that's not it either. Okay, where should we go? We can break the glass. Maybe we flip it, who knows?
It's a large
Maybe we flip it, who knows?
Believe it or not, this is the kind of thing that is possible in Somnia.
Not here, it seems.
There are also things you think you should be able to do in Somnia, but you actually cannot. Make sure to take note of it.
I'll take note and try not to make the same mistake again. But yeah, okay. I might want to just restart this after I figure out what I actually have to do.
Only a minute left.
Is part of the slide.
I don't think inspecting is gonna be relevant.
A balloon.
No, we already did all of those.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a letter over there. Didn't even see that. Was that there before?
Like a kid with no friends.
There's something on the ground. Pick it up.
Splash, splash, water spell. Terp paw //. That's what is written.
What could that be? Memorize it, Iba.
Okay, I wonder if this is something that we could have gotten before, but it didn't seem useful in anything. Is there anything we can use a water spell for?
Good idea. Huh.
Okay,
something's
so
there.
Maybe we need to get all of these to make something
Piece
work.
of paper? What does it say?
Snack transformation spell. Forma Rans Knack Titans. That is what it says.
A snack spell. Maybe you can turn something edible.
Should I try it on something?
Mizuki, you have less than 30 seconds.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to retry this though, so... I'm just gonna start from the beginning. I don't think I did well enough in this first round to actually realistically be able to use the checkpoints. But yeah, it makes sense that this thing doesn't have any separate paths because this is in the fuck, I forgot the guy's name. Why am I so bad at names? Holy shit. In the other protagonist's pass routes, this was Chikara's Somnium, or where we are in the game, so makes sense. Alright, speed this shit up. I really like that they have this feature, otherwise this would have actually been fairly tedious. Okay, yeah, we didn't deal with the swing yet either, so we would have definitely not made it even if we had all the shoes.
It's a lot.
I heard that Kizzy...
Okay, let's read and see what happens. Unless we can save more time, I don't actually think we can. Honestly, even with all the time, he said it's usually just best to immediately do what you know will work if you want to clear the Somnium with as much time left as possible.
Diary?
Does it say anything?
It appears to be more of a continuation from the picture book.
Wait, didn't something happen here where it broke the wolf, whatever this is? I don't know what all these children playground toys are, but whatever.
It's a large picture book.
No, not ripping the page. Oh wait.
It's a large picture book.
I forgot. It's blackout even if I haven't done it in this instance of the Somnium. For a second there I thought that I had already used it, but that was wrong. Alright. There we go. And now we should just grab all the recipes, I think. Because otherwise I don't know why they would include 3. I guess maybe? Maybe they... Maybe they want you to fuck up by trying the different recipes or the different spells. I had recipes in my mind because the last one was a food spell.
There's something here.
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
For now I'm just gonna pick up the fire spell because I know it's what you have to do to to continue. But I don't know what I would have to do to get that code. It just seems a little random. Alrighty then. Next, let's see if we can actually eat this cookie immediately
A large chocolate chip cookie.
And not just
It
warm
must
it up
contain
first.
at least 3.
Okay, we'll just do this and then we'll eat it. Yes. Okay, yeah, I could have just eaten it immediately. The heating up one was, I guess, just something to point you at the fact that you could eat it if you really wanted to.
It's a
surrounded by sweet snacks. Okay. Did I fuck up? Oh, I should have grabbed the book. That's on me. That's on me.
I'll read.
Damn, this background music is actually pretty relaxing. Okay, now we're at where we were before. We have to read this.
It's
well, actually, we were a little
book.
bit further ahead. We will read it. Yep, we will read it. I don't have any timey, so I can't make it. I don't know what I was about to say. Sometimes I say things before thinking. Okay, we have to put the clock hand over here. Oof, thank God I have this timing, otherwise that would have been a little bit crazy to spend 44 seconds on this. That's why they have that 30-second timing, I reckon. Okay, now we have all the shoe stuff. Okay, so this is where we were before. Is there anything we have yet to inspect? I don't think there was anything, so... Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. The code was at time because of those 2 dots, right? Because that's usually what you use with time. So it's probably what this clock landed on is the code. I feel like that's probably it. So it's gonna be... I don't know, what fucking time is that? What fucking time is this?
The clock is part of the slide.
Okay. At best it's a... Wait, is a 1 over there? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't use these type of clocks, man. I don't use these type of clocks. I don't know. Let's see. I think a 12... No, it's usually divided by 6. So it would be... The 12 is at the top. Then you have a 6. Wait. Or is it a 1 at the top? And then you have a 6. And then you have a 12. And then you have... No... I don't remember how these clocks look. I've literally not seen one in forever. Damn me for using digital time like a normal person. Damn me. I guess I can inspect it and hope that it might give me something to, you know, put into the lock. Yeah, that's the word for it.
This clock was in sync with the movement of the ground, but it's not moving anymore. The hands have settled on a time.
Okay, thank you.
11:59.
Thank
it looks
you.
like.
I appreciate that.
11:59. That's a minute before the spell cast on her wears off.
Okay, that's actually appreciated. I would not have guessed 11:59 there.
3 minutes
hey
left,
man.
Mizuki. Careful now.
Hey man, what's up? Just playing some AI the Somnium File while also feeling stupid for not realizing that the code that I had to put in was the time on that clock. It was pretty obvious in hindsight, but hey.
It's the entrance to Iowan. I can see a glass slipper inside.
I never said I was the smartest
door is
out there.
closed.
Probably locked.
This... If we know the 4-digit code, we can open this.
4 digits long, huh? No time to brute force it, I guess.
Oh, wait. It has a colon here.
Yeah? Interesting.
Okay, so the code is 11:59 because that's the time we just got. At least I hope so, because otherwise I have no fucking clue. Alright, type the number.
What 4 digits should I enter?
I do like how they are using more of these input devices, maybe is the right word for it. Because you didn't have that much in the previous game. I don't like how they require me to actually know random old clocks or actually how to spell certain things, but that's my dyslexia for you, I'd say.
It worked.
I had a feeling the time on the clock was the key.
Yeah, I did it. I'm smart. Oh, hey, there's an eyeball there too. I didn't see that. Nice. We'll just grab that after we're done here.
A glass slipper. The right one, to be exact.
This has got to have some kind of significance.
We should hold on to it for now.
Now we just have to put it in the box with the other slipper, and then we should be done so. Not entirely. The Somnium should be going on for a little bit longer, but no biggie. So I guess these spells that you can get from this really didn't have anything to do with the remainder of the Somnium. It's literally just you wasting time if you grab anything but the fire spell. Good to know that I didn't decide to grab all these other spells, because I would have thought that it might be a solution to the Somnium.
Oh?
A time capsule. That's right, it was buried here.
A time capsule?
6 years ago, Leon proposed to Kizzy. He gave her glass slippers instead of an engagement ring. They agreed that if they felt the same way after 6 years, yada yada yada.
You know, it's a little funny because Kisana actually didn't like Leon in that 6 years. I'm pretty sure she just did this to get him off of her back. So if they actually felt the same way, then Kisana wouldn't marry Leon. But I feel like Kisana at this point does like Leon just a little bit, so I'm sure it's gonna be alright. Even though it's kind of weird to just stick around someone for 6 years in hope that they will marry you one day. I feel like at that point you either just move on or, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at relationships, but I wouldn't wait 6 years for someone to make up their mind. That just seems a little excessive. Maybe a year, maybe 2, but 6, that's a large chunk of your life. Even if you end up being akin to 100, that's still 6% of your life just waiting.
Anyway, they decided to bury the thing here till the time came. I completely forgot about it, but it looks like Kizzy remembered.
So inside there is an engagement shoe?
Just one though. The other's missing.
I wonder what the zero... Oh wait, that's not the zero, that's just a latch to actually close the little box. That's kind of dumb of me. Insert shoe, let's do it. We can first actually use this -5 timing, because there's no better one to use it on than something that takes 6 seconds.
Got it.
I do wonder if Kisana actually likes Leon, or if it's just, oh, I've been around this person so long, so why not?
It turned into a picture book again.
I didn't even have to close it. That's actually quite nice. I thought maybe I had to put the shoe in and then close it and waste a bunch of time, but no, we don't. Because the closing motion took maybe 56 seconds, if I remember right. That's a lot.
Big Sis found out about Cinderella's dream and started panicking. Cinderella, even if someone proposes to you, you can't just accept it right away. Don't answer until you know who they really are.
Wait, so Big Sis was still around when Leon proposed to Kisana? Is Big Sis actually Misaki? Is that actually what's going on? I thought that the Big Sis that we were talking about in the Somnium was the one that Kisana said reminded her of Misaki, or Misaki reminded her of. But if she was still around when Leon proposed, then that would be around the same, already after Kisana met Misaki and started calling her Big Sis, so maybe we're actually talking about Misaki at this point. Maybe the memory of the the old Big Sis and Misaki have started to merge a little bit. I honestly don't know. Or maybe the Big Sis was still around even when Kisuna started calling Misaki Big Sis. But at that point, we have a whole other can of worms that I am not really sure I know what to do with. But guess there's only one way to find out here.
Wait 5 or 6 years. This was her advice to Cinderella. Big Sis was worried about her naive little sister. Cinderella thought it was a bit much, but she smiled. If I ever meet a person that important to me, I will introduce them to my big sister first. It would be so much fun to share a meal together. And so, Cinderella dreamed another dream.
Okay, so this was before she met Leon. Okay, that makes more sense.
I received those wonderful slippers, but I cannot dance anymore. I am not worthy of him. I cannot be his princess. What should I do? Big Sis?
This actually feels really fucking sad, because Leon doesn't care. Leon doesn't care that she's crippled at this point. He still loves her just as much. But she feels like Leon feels guilty about the whole paralyzation situation and is only staying with her out of pity. That's just sad. I honestly didn't expect I would care as much about these two as I do currently. At first I thought, oh, Leon is just gonna be a gag character that's gonna propose to Kisuna every chance he gets. But no, he's actually a sweet guy, even though I still think it's insane to wait around for 6 years. 6 years! I would genuinely not have the patience, no matter how great the woman would be. But maybe that's love for you.
Kizzy.
But that's actually really sad. I hope we can make them actually at least talk to each other, because it seems like both of them just need to talk things out, even if they don't end up together. Just tell Liam how you feel, and then Liam can tell how you feel, and then yay! They figure something out, hopefully. Okay, now it's 12. We need something to pop the balloon.
Is that the bell?
The clock moved. Midnight. The time her spell wears off.
So what's the spell in this situation? Is it the fact that she can dance or something else? Oh shit.
No more. Show me no more. Let me hear no more. I don't want this anymore.
Okay, things aren't going great. Oh. Wait, okay, so this did have something to do with the gene editing, right? So
it stopped.
Does that mean that maybe Kisuna had some sort of disease, but in the gene editing only let her live for a certain amount of time, and maybe that's why she doesn't want to marry Leon, because she knows that they wouldn't have too long together, right? That might make sense, because that would genuinely make sense to me why she might have hesitations on marrying Leon. Because I wouldn't want to marry someone if I knew I was gonna die in, let's say, a year of us marrying. That would just give them unnecessary suffering, especially if I actually cared enough about that person to want to marry them. But now I'm just making headcanons, really, but it's starting to make me think. It would be pretty cool.
The spell wore off. Kizuna must feel that she can no longer be a princess.
Okay, that's a frog, but that might be also a prince.
Kizuna doesn't want to look anymore.
I don't want her to suffer, but we have to keep going.
Okay, so how do we make Kizuna feel like a princess? Or, I guess, technically pop the balloon. Well, would be funny if we could just ignore all of this and use those thorns to pop the balloon, but I'm gonna guess that it has something to do with this frog prince over here. Maybe we need to get the princess to kiss him.
The picture of the frog with the crown.
I guess the prince
Wasn't
is male, so it would be him.
Earlier? Why did it change?
I think it might be hidden.
That's interesting. Why is that a... interesting. Hold up a second. I'm actually curious what the question mark is. So let's first do this Sepa To. It's a fire spell.
All right. Time to toast this toad.
I don't think this is actually gonna be it.
Blaze spell. Zibla Toto!
Nah, frogs are water type. It's not very effective.
I suppose that spell won't work.
Well, Bulbasaur is technically a frog and it is grass type, so may have been effective depending on which Pokemon it is. But yeah, oh, what's this? It's a page.
Does it say something?
Yes, another spell. Or a counter spell to be precise. Transformation Dispel. Former Rand's Titan Sid.
A transformation dispel.
Was anything transformed?
Maybe you can use it on that thing.
Mizuki, you have less than 2 minutes left. Please hurry.
I do wish they left things a little bit more to your digression. Like, I get it, it would be frustrating for a person not to be able to get this. But I think the frustration wouldn't be when they pick up the spell. At that point, I feel like they are gonna guess what you have to do. I think the frustration would be more when you don't have the spell and let's say you're not looking around really well and you're just like, what the fuck do I do? I'm interacting with everything, and then they're just not seeing the final spell, right? Yeah, so if I stop moving, then while time does move somewhat, as you can see there, you can see it moves at, I think it is a hundredth time slower, so a second is actually 100, so realistically you are not gonna run out of time if you just stand still to think, because it would be, you have 6 minutes, so that would be 600 minutes. And 600 minutes would be, I think, 10 hours? Would it be? No, it's not the 1 for 1. 600 minutes, that would be, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so it would be 10 hours. Would it be 10 hours? Am I just being dumb that I actually did the math right the first time and I'm just being dumb? Yeah, I think I actually did the math right there and am just being dumb about being right. Alright, let's transform this frog.
Of a frog with a crown.
I wonder if... I feel like it does actually make sense that Kisna cares for Leon at this point. I imagine that you have no fucking clue what's going on, by the way. I wonder how it actually looks if you're seeing just small parts of this game, because it can get kind of wacky, and unless you have context, it just makes no sense. Alright, Forma Ran Titan Sit.
Let's go! Transformation Dispel! Forma Rand's Titan Sid!
Honestly, I would have guessed that Sid might be a Final Fantasy reference, because this does feel a little bit RPG, but it's not spelled right. The Final Fantasy Sid is a C. Which is funny because I don't really care much about Final Fantasy, so I don't know why I know the exact spelling of the Sid character. Might be because of that machinima that Team 4-Star did a couple years back, or not even a couple anymore. Might have been 7 or a little bit less, but not 10 yet, but more than 5, I think.
Is this the rudder of a ship?
Or the wheel part of a spinning wheel.
Right, the Thorn Princess.
This wheel has the numbers 1 through 12 on it.
It's like a clock.
Do we turn back the time so that she feels like a princess again? I don't feel like there's much else we can interact with except for the book, but that doesn't really seem like it would do anything.
It's the wheel part of a spinning wheel.
Turn clockwise, turn counterclockwise. I'm gonna guess that we have to turn it counterclockwise to turn back the time so that she feels like, I don't know, like she is a princess again. No! Fuck!
When she is pierced by the needle on the spinning wheel. Should I not touch it?
We're practically sleeping already. Just do it.
You're not taking this very seriously.
I still make the same fucking mistake where I think, oh, I have to go to the different timey, so I'll press the directional button that I have to get there, but it's actually that I have to press R1 or R2. It's so annoying. My brain just does it automatically, and every time I do it, I just wanna scream out of frustration. Even though this is not something you should get angry at, but it's happening so often that it just makes me feel annoyed. Oh. Alright, let's see if this works. I feel like it's counterproductive to actually do that, as turning back time would be like regression, but... Ooh, I was actually wrong? Fair enough. It is regression.
Turning this makes the ground move.
Just like the clock from earlier, it's connected to the floor here.
But yeah, I might have fucked up just a little. I'm running out of time. Which
It's the wheel part of a spinning wheel.
I did really well in this one initially because I already knew a lot of the answers. But if I'm genuinely running out of time, that's honestly pretty bad for me. Turn clockwise. Okay.
If this is supposed to represent a clock, maybe we can change the time.
So if we turn it clockwise, we can get new information.
Yeah, I am gonna be fucked though if I did actually have to do something with the thorns first, because I am not gonna be able to turn this wheel again if it costs 50 seconds and I don't have any timies to mitigate that just a little bit. Please move. Okay, it's actually moving, good. Okay, we probably had to move it so that it would go past the balloon to pop it. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I was right initially where I said, oh, we can just use the thorns to pop it. I was right, even though I didn't think we would use it this way.
Now we can check the swings.
Oh,
the Thorn Princess
yeah, okay.
continued to sleep. She slept to avoid facing her sadness. She slept, trapped by terrible memories. She did not want to be hurt by them anymore. No need to cry and shy away anymore. But why? Why do I keep waking up? Why do I keep remembering it? My chest aches. My heart breaks with yours. Never again.
Jeez. Okay, she pretty depressed, it seems. Inside the thorns.
I never knew this is how she felt.
Any more of this could leave her hurt. Should we continue, Mizuki?
It would be worse to leave her like this. Something's weighing on Kizzy's heart, and I want to take that burden away. She's one of my best friends.
Yeah, I feel like leaving her like this would just
I believe in you,
end
Mizuki.
in a bad situation happening. I don't feel like I can say what it is, but because I'm fairly sure that YouTube and Twitch don't like you saying those specific words, even though I think it's dumb. Words don't mean anything, it's the intent behind them, but whatever. Why if you spin a clock clockwise, the number goes from higher to lower, but if you spin it counterclockwise, it goes from lower to higher? Don't mind me. I don't know, honestly. I said this before, but I only really use digital clocks. But I'm guessing that counterclockwise means against the normal rotation of the clock, and it usually goes from well, actually it goes from high to low if you start at 12, but then it goes one tick higher each time, so. But yeah, it's kind of weird that what is the difference between turning it counterclockwise and clockwise in this situation? Unless it's some sort of metaphorical thing that she can't look back anymore and that she has to face the future, but whatever, man. Oh shit, that takes 60 seconds? Pretty sure I'm fucked.
I want to stay together.
Stay together with whom?
You said you will be with me forever.
Is this when she and her older sister got split up?
But please. Fine. Will you at least play a game with me? Remember how we used to kick our slippers up? You used to beat me all the time, but now If I win, please stay. Please.
Okay, so if we're gonna get the choice of winning or not winning, I feel like we have to win. That seems to have happened.
Kick the shoe further to win. And just like we used to, it will be best of 3. Shall I go first?
Yeah, let's do this.
I actually was gonna say Aiba doesn't have any shoes, but in the cutscene here she actually does have some shoes. Normally she doesn't. Play a shoe tossing game with Kisna 3 times, win twice to get the victory. Alright. Tilt the... Wait, do I have to do this entire Somnium again? If I fail, that would be pretty terrible. Tilt the left stick in the direction of the swing to charge up the gauge. Maintain a power above the gauge to hurl. When the remaining times hit 0, you will kick your shoe up. Okay. Well, hopefully time will not move forward while I'm doing this minigame, otherwise I don't have much left. I think I had about 90 seconds left when I entered the swing, and the swing took 60 seconds, so then I would only have about half a minute left, which wouldn't give me much time to actually do whatever this minigame wants to do. I already forgot the explanation, but I doubt it's gonna be super difficult. Alright, let's give this a go. I have noticed that they have a more pronounced focus on mini-games in this AI than the previous one. I feel like the Somniums are taking a little bit of a backseat to the mini-games in the Somniums. I don't mind it per se, because while I do like the Somniums concept more than all these random mini-games, I appreciate a game trying to do new things and not just being the exact same as it was before. Alright, let's give it a go. You know, you would think that maybe the contents would be jumping, because that's what I did as a kid, where I would jump off of a swing as it reaches its height. Actually remember one of my friends, I think, broke their legs because of it, but I never did so. Oh, okay. I don't What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Aiba, come on.
Hey man, this ain't easy.
This is my first time on a swing.
Oh, is that all, big sis?
This is gonna be so annoying. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna try whatever I can do. Shit, that's actually really far. Holy shit, how the fuck am I supposed to win that? Think I did it. Yeah, okay. That's right, I'm the king of shoe throwing.
Good job, Aiba.
Big sis, so you want to leave me?
No, you've got it all wrong. What should I do, Mizuki?
Maybe it's better if you don't win?
No, I do feel like you should win. That's clearly what happened in real life. But yeah, I might have fucked myself by losing that first one. Please don't be higher than the previous one. Holy shit, that's actually way higher, okay. What? Why are you not going higher? Fuck! I did the thing!
Maybe it was better for Kizzy.
It definitely wasn't.
Promised. Please, don't leave. Big sis, what should we do today?
You want to read the picture book together?
Big sis, what should we do today?
Oh no, the conversation is looping.
We have to win.
Yeah. Kizuna, let's play again.
Okay, thank fuck. I don't have to do the entire Somnium again. Okay, so what did I do wrong the last time? Because the second one I did fairly well. Maybe I have to actually look at the swinging here, because maybe I pressed the wrong side when I had to swing, so... Okay, it still went a little wonky, but at least I won the first one, which is the easiest one.
Big sis, so you want to leave me?
No, you've got it all wrong. What should I do, Mizuki?
Okay, we only have to win 2, so if I win the next one, we're basically set. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this one, because for whatever reason I can't do this fucking minigame! Seriously, what do I do? I'm pressing it, like...
Aiba, come on.
I'm not getting the timing right.
This is my first time on a swing.
I'm gonna just be stuck here for half an hour, ain't I? Okay, it's fine. We're figuring this out. Okay, not far enough. Dang it. I'm just not getting that timing right, I guess. Seriously, what the fuck? I do not get what's going on here. I might have made a mistake not listening to the tutorial. Okay, well, we won the first one barely. Barely, holy shit. I keep just barely winning that shit. Wow. Well, we did it twice though, so we should totally win.
My physical prowess triumphs again.
You really do not like
oh,
me
wait, there's an
anymore.
eye. I don't have to win 3 times, right? I really hope not, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. See, like, I don't know why... Like, why didn't it move there for a while? I did the exact same thing I did previously.
Yay, we won! Hooray!
Aren't you enjoying this a little too much?
Witness me, Mizuki. Observe my perfect control!
Oh, I was way better at this than me.
I suppose there is no beating you, big sis.
I think the big sis might be the mermaid girl, actually. I cannot dance anymore or even stand next to him. He and I, has true love vanished?
This memory.
It must be the memory hidden away, deep in Kizuna's heart. Inhumane genome experiments, carried out at Horadori's research facility.
What?
This is what Kizuna was hiding. That's...
Richie Chieda.
Richie Chieda.
don't remember that name.
It's Kizuna's father's diary.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Seriously, I still don't get what I did wrong with that minigame. Sometimes it goes really well, but then it goes really bad. And the only thing I can think about is that it might be something to do with timing. That whenever the bubble doesn't move, it's because I did it too quickly, where I didn't time it properly with the swing. But I'm not entirely sure. Alright, Kizuna, you better tell us what's going on. During the sync, I made a surprise discovering written in Kizuna's blood journal. In human genome experiments carried out by Horodori research facilities. And so Kizuna and I came to Ioine. There we go, words.
Kizzy, is this?
Yes, the diary that was in the chairman's office.
What were you looking for at Horodori Institute?
This morning, Father asked me to look for something in the office. I accidentally knocked some books off the shelf, and I saw this. When it fell to the ground, this page was open, face up. I knew I should not have read it. I regretted it immediately. Terrible things were written there. Things about a girl whose genes were forcibly rewritten.
Jeez.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, I think it would be best if you read this.
Okay, wait, hold up a minute. Would the gene rewriting maybe be why Mizuki is so as strong as she is? Because that kinda... It is science fiction, because I don't think we can make people ridiculously strong with gene editing, except if we maybe, I don't know, make their muscle growth better or something, but it's not something we would be even close to be able to do currently, but... I guess maybe there are some gene editing and gene therapies trying to make the heart pump better, and that's a muscle, so I guess it's still not something that would realistically be able to be done, but whatever. So maybe that's why Mizuki is so crazy strong, because she was gene edited as a babe. I read the diary that Kizuna handed over. What it said was shocking. There was a girl, a child whose DNA was rewritten. She could perform... I can't fucking read this quick enough. The goal was to find a cure for aging, but the results were unexpected. The child had superhuman athletic abilities. Okay, yeah. Strength, endurance, agility, they were all well beyond that of a normal adult. And those abilities only grew as she got older. The child was raised away from the other kids at Ioine. When she was 3, she was adopted. That child's name was...
Mizuki.
What? That's crazy.
The family name was Okiura.
Okay, I am gonna say it though. The theory that Mizuki is the masked lady does make a lot more sense now. I don't know how there are 2 Mizukis, but it is something.
Mizuki?
I'm genetically modified? But what about Daddy and Mom? They weren't my real parents?
I'm not really sure how I feel about the Swiss, because I don't think it was designed from the first game to be this way. Mizuki's mom, the one in the first game, looks way too much like Mizuki for it not to have been intended for at least Mizuki's mom to be her mom. But I guess they wanted to involve Mizuki somehow, so it's fine. What's going on here? Another murder? Oh. Oh, that makes sense.
No way.
At least we know that no more murders are gonna show up, so that's good. It's just gonna be the old ones.
Chikara's
left half.
The report started early. The morning around sunrise. A body was found in Yogagi Park. It looked to be sliced in half. Aiba and I bolted out of the house and came here as fast as we could.
Mizuki, are you okay?
Yeah. It's not the first time I've seen a dead body.
That is not what I am referring to. You hardly got any sleep last night. You must be mentally exhausted. Though, I suppose that is perfectly understandable. Anyone in a similar situation would...
It's fine. That's that, this is this. Let's just focus on the investigation. The body is Chikara's. If we can figure out more about this case, we can figure out other things.
Alright, well, I am gonna leave it here as it's been about 2 hours, but we have some things that are interesting, like Mizuki is adopted, Ryuki is here, which, again, he is not in a great state of mind, so I'm a little worried about that, and the weirdo detective is here. And I actually forgot his freaking name, but the guy where the joke is that you keep forgetting his name. That's actually hilarious, but yeah, I'm just gonna call it here, and see you next time, I guess.